मागे त्याच्यामुळे तर दिसते मी लोकेशन
18 there was a Spanish flu which was pandemic. Now corona is also pandemic. Then H1N1 is there, H5N1 is there. So this particular corona is in this series only. So the important thing about this particular kind of a series is it is SARS, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome. That means it basically attacks the respiratory system of a human being. It comes from a family Myxoviridae, and the official name of this virus is novel coronavirus COVID-19. There are four types: alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. Whereas the one virus has been identified as a beta type. A nucleus is a single stranded RNA, because there was a question whether it's a DNA virus or an RNA virus. So it is an RNA virus, and especially the length is 30 kb that we find therein. Size is 60 to 120 nm. Comparatively, bacteria is 1000 to 1500. RBC is 10,000. So comparatively, it's a very small element and the particle. A death rate today in India is 5.3, and recovery rate is around 70%. Half-life period also has been estimated in USA, and that is been found to be 18 hours. 18 hours in the sense the time that it takes for a given amount of viruses to become reduced to half. For example, you put some article and the organism is harboring on that particular book or whatever. See, in 18 hours, it will come down to maybe from 1000 to 500, 500 to in next 18 hours to 250. So this is a very interesting thing with this virus. A very common question that was asked, was whether this virus is living or not. When I used to answer that the viruses are not living, automatically the next question was, if they are not living, then why are we afraid? And therefore, we must try to understand. Viruses are not made up out of cells. So it is not a cell, that is number one. It is not a living thing, that is number two. But the other things that are attached to it are very important. It is an assembly of the molecules, including proteins, nucleic acids, lipids, carbohydrates. And because this nuclear material is replicating, no sooner it enters into the living cell, it starts multiplying. And therefore, we call it as the obligate parasite. And therefore, in Marathi, I say उत्क्रांतीच्या प्रक्रियेत तो एक जिवंत आणि मृत पेशीतला दुवा आहे. So it is the organism on the edge. And we can talk on this because the whole the origin of the virus itself is not certain. There are 4 to 5 different theories, but we must understand that it is, though it is a non-living particle, it becomes living because it has an assembly to replicate. It takes help of the other cell, host cell, to ultimately multiply. The virus is in that way multiplies in the human cell. Now, as I told you that it is a cluster of SARS-CoV-2. Many people ask the question, how, from where this coronavirus word came. So this corona means crown, and especially in Latin word corona means crown. It looks as if there is a crown somebody is putting on his head. As I told you, there are SARS, there are SARI, and there are MERS. These are the three different, syndromes that you see, and accordingly, you know that they are serious since long. They have been creating a lot of problems in the community. And today we have the problem with this corona. As तुम्ही असं म्हणू शकाल की त्याला तो एक चुलत भाऊ आहे ह्या फ्लूच्या सिरीज मधल्या डिफरंट व्हायरसेसचा. ह्या रोगाचा प्रसार कसा होतो? एंडेमिक याचा अर्थ असा आहे की एका ठिकाणी तो लोकलाइज्ड असेल तर त्याला आपण एंडेमिक म्हणतो. पेंडेमिक म्हणजे तो जर संपूर्ण जगभर पसरला तर त्याला पेंडेमिक म्हणतात. आणि एंडेमिक म्हणजे एखाद्या रिजन, एखाद्या स्टेटमध्ये तो जेव्हा पसरतो तेव्हा तो एपिडेमिक होतो. तेव्हा एंडेमिक लोकलाइज्ड, एपिडेमिक म्हणजे स्टेट किंवा त्या देशामध्ये, पेंडेमिक म्हणजे थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड. 1918 साली जेव्हा इन्फ्लुएन्झा पेंडेमिक आला होता, त्यावेळेला भारतामध्ये 1,60,00,000 इतक्या डेथ, इतके मृत्यू झालेले होते. हे आपण लक्षात ठेवायला पाहिजे. आणि त्याच्या प्रपोर्शनमध्ये जर आज आपण विचार केला तर आपल्याला खूप सावधगिरी बाळगायला पाहिजे. एक दुसरा प्रश्न नेहमी विचारतात की व्हॉट इज द मोड ऑफ ट्रान्सपोर्ट, कशा पद्धतीने हा व्हायरस एकीकडून दुसरीकडे जातो. तेव्हा या फिगरमध्ये अतिशय क्लिअर तुम्हाला दिसतंय की हा जो व्हायरस आहे हा पर्सन टू पर्सन हा त्याचा पहिला मोड ऑफ ट्रान्सपोर्ट आहे. दुसरा जो आहे तो ड्रॉपलेट इन्फेक्शन ॲज वी नो, which passes maybe 6 to 8 feet at a distance. Then तिसरा जो आहे तो म्हणजे एअरबोर्न. आताच झालेल्या संशोधनातून असं आढळलेलं आहे की तो एअरबोर्न इन्फेक्शन म्हणून सुद्धा बऱ्याच ठिकाणी दिसतो. आणि याच्यामध्ये 30 ते 35 फूट हा हवेमार्फत वाहून नेला जातो. आणि अर्थातच फोमाइट्स म्हणजे निर्जीव ज्या वस्तू पडलेल्या असतात ह्याच्यावरती देखील हा व्हायरस विविध प्रकारे काही ठिकाणी तो 72 तास राहतो, काही ठिकाणी तो 4च तास जिवंत राहतो. अशा प्रकारचा देखील अभ्यास विविध ठिकाणी केला गेलेला आहे. आता या ठिकाणी आपण जे बघतो आहोत, हा तो कोरोना व्हायरस स्केमॅटिक प्रेझेंटेशन आहे याचं. आणि ह्या ठिकाणी जरा बारकाईने जर आपण बघितलं तर 361 जिनोम्स भारतामध्ये म्हणजे भारतीयांमध्ये झालेल्या कोरोनाच्या मधून जे आयसोलेट केले गेले त्याच्यामध्ये असं दिसलंय की साधारणपणे 45% वेअर दी सिरोटाइप्स A to A आणि 41% सिरोटाइप्स A3 याच्यामध्ये जातात. आणि ओरिजिनल वुहान व्हायरस हा टाईप O म्हणून समजला जातो. तेव्हा ह्या व्हायरसमध्ये आता तुम्हाला 3 प्रकारचे रंग दिसत आहेत. एक लाल आहे, एक फेंट ब्लू आहे आणि एक डार्क ब्लू आहे. आणि हे प्रामुख्याने आपण समजून घेतलं पाहिजे. याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला दिसतंय की द फेंट ब्लू रंगाचा जो भाग दिसतोय, दीज आर दी हिमोग्लुटिनिन प्रोटीन्स. त्याच्यानंतर हे जे लाल दिसत आहेत हे न्यूरोमॅनायडेझस प्रोटीन्स आहेत. आणि हे बटनासारखे जे दिसत आहेत दीज आर दी M2 आयन चॅनल प्रोटीन्स. आणि ह्याच्यामध्ये जे हे तुम्हाला वेटोळ दिसतंय, धिस पर्टिक्युलर काइंड ऑफ दी कॉईल इज नथिंग बट दी न्यूक्लिओप्रोटीन्स. There are 8 nucleoprotein segments which are present inside this particular box of RNA आणि ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर व्हायरस. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आता आपण पुढच्या बघतो आहोत की हे जे तुम्हाला 8 प्रकारचे हे जे कॉइल्स आहेत, these coils are nothing but the polymerases. These different polymerases, please concentrate on names of these polymerases. They are coming from, one is from avian, other is avian and human being, one may be from swine. So like that, their origins are avian, human being, swine, and like that. And that is how all these 8 polymerases help the RNA to replicate, to do all these manufacturing of protein. And so this is how we see that the total length is 30 kb. And here you see this viral RNA, and this RNA is being transcribed with these polymerase enzymes. We see here how the things change. When we say it is a swine flu is H1N1. Just now you saw the H1 proteins and N1 proteins. So in swine flu, it is of one type, that is H1 and N1. But in bird flu, you will find that it is H5N1. And therefore, being the same kind of category, it differs serologically. And that is a single protein change, position change, makes this particular virus to mutate. And that is how we see that the flu virus is a big problem throughout the world since long. Now, a common question from where this particular virus comes. See, the most important thing is when human being tries to destroy the extreme environments and ecologies in this universe, usually such kinds of viruses come out. For example, if you are trying to do deforestation in Amazon, the Brazil is very unfortunately devastating the forest. And here are these viruses and these kinds of microorganisms residing very happily with their own ecosystems. But when we try to disturb the ecosystem of bats, when we try to, destroy the ecosystem of, Amazon, these kinds of viruses come out. And at present, the pangolin, the civet palm, this particular dog, the bat, these are therefore the sources, because man is working or researching on varieties of, the ecosystems and the different flora of these kinds of animals. Now here you see, once it comes to human being, then you can't stop, because here coughing and air spreading of germs is taking place, that you see here very clearly. There is another question that is asked, that okay, fever is there, cough is there, but apart from that, is there any different from that of a seasonal flu? So the most important thing, and that is different, is the shortness of breathing is noted. A difficulty in breathing, chest pain, then the purple and blue discoloration of lips, then the persistent vomiting, then reduced urine volume, confusion, and the 2 3 more in symptoms have been added recently, and that is loss of taste, loss of the smell. So these are the symptoms which are especially observed, and therefore no sooner you get this, you have to take a signal. Now, how this particular virus goes into the lung tissue and travels. So this here we see that the first important thing is these receptors. These two receptors must show lock and key, and that is the spike protein and here receptor ACE2. Once it absorbs it like this, it comes in, and here you see that all these 8 different polymerase enzymes, they are transcribing and ultimately translating it into varieties of proteins. They assemble, they form this particular virus again, and this virus then is eliminated. So the life cycle of this particular virus is inside the lung cell that you see. Now this is the close view, how these receptors, they are catching these viruses, and that is how it comes into the human cell. Now look at this right figure, and this is the lung. Human lung is made up of 5 lobes, and in the right hand side there are 3, left hand side there are 2. Now I have spotted green spots here, and these green spots are nothing but the bronchial transient secretory cells, and these are the places where exactly this particular organism lodges into these bronchioles. And when these red spots that you see here, they are the places exactly where it actually lodges into the epithelial cell of the lung. And that is how the epithelial cells and the bronchioles or the alveoli, these are the places where it exactly lodges. This is a very close view, and here you will see that how this protein structure of these particular 2 proteins, spike protein and ACP2 protein, are very important. So a slight change in the structure, molecular of this protein, doesn't make this lock and key, and therefore this becomes therefore a deciding factor of pathogenicity. The virulence depends on how tightly these 2 proteins bind with each other. So there are many other flu viruses where you find that they do not have that tight binding, and therefore it doesn't result into actual occurrence of that particular disease. Now in COVID-19, there are 4 different types of treatments. One is symptomatic treatment because of the hydroxychloroquine and all that you see. Second is the antiviral drugs. As you know, the remdesivir is coming as an antiviral drug. Then the vaccine development. You know that this is in progress. I think the Russian president have got himself vaccinated. That is recent news. So attenuated live vaccine, monoclonal antibodies, and the RNA vaccine. These are 3 different types of vaccines that you find. And of course, nowadays, a very common therapy that has been accepted, and that is the convalescent plasma therapy. There are many questions regarding this, and we'll of course answer accordingly when the time comes. This is the therapy where you are actually injecting the ready-made antibodies, and therefore the durability of this convalescent plasma therapy is also very less. Maybe for 6 months to 1 year, it can't sustain more than that. The another question is cytokine storm. Most of the patients in America, most of the patients in China, you must have seen, they actually died on the road while walking. So why this happens? Why this severe, infection takes place? So it is because of the cytokine storm. Now here you find these viruses now have entered into the alveoli or the lung cells. Now these viruses, when they come in contact with these dendritic cells, and when these viruses on the other side, when they come in contact with these another cell, and these particular cells, they produce these cytokines and the chemokines. And these cytokines and chemokines enter into the blood cell, the vesicle. Here they actually give a signal to the body that something is going wrong in the body. So, send all these kinds of scavenger cells there. So all these scavenger cells, they literally leak out of this particular corpuscle, and they come into this particular cell, and this circle goes on and on. So this is actually a sort of autoimmune response, that the body doesn't know how much to cytokine or how much to chemokine to be produced. It is required, but when it is produced in a large quantity, it results into two symptoms. Look here, it is the hyperinflammation of the lung tissues, that is one symptom, and other is the blood clotting. So when this takes place, ultimately you know that the patient has to be immediately taken to the ventilator. And therefore hydroxychloroquine is not actually an antiviral drug, but it is just a symptomatic treatment. It is an anti-inflammatory drug. And therefore, looking to these different symptoms, nowadays the treatment to this COVID-19 is becoming more and more complicated. Types of immunities, and why I'm showing you this is not new for microbiologists, but the new thing is what exactly is a herd immunity. See, what happens is innate immunity and adaptive immunity. Now, my advice would be you try to see that your innate immunity is properly maintained, because this is a gift. These all cells, they start working before your antibodies are being produced. So if you are very strong in your macrophage, mast cell, dendritic cells, then these viruses are taken care of immediately. But then comes the adaptive, where the B lymphocytes, they produce the antibodies. Passive, active. Ultimately, what happens is all recovered patients, when they increase in the community, automatically the susceptible population becomes less and less, and that results into herd immunity. So when the majority of large collective population in the society is immune, due to either recovery from COVID-19 or is vaccinated against COVID-19, the susceptible population remains very less in the society, and that is how it travels towards the herd immunity. Of course, we have not gone to that stage yet, but 70% of recovery rate or 75% of recovery rate itself shows that we are definitely marching towards the herd immunity. Now, as you have a pump to circulate the blood throughout your body, to which we call as a cardiovascular system, for lymph, these are the lymph systems. There is nothing to circulate the lymph throughout your body. And therefore, the only thing that can take care of this lymphatic system is the exercise. When you stretch the muscles, when you do yoga, when you do specific exercises that actually stretches the muscles, it pumps this particular lymphatic system, and then only the lymph can reach to the different parts of your body. So lymphatic system is the another thing which is a gift, and we have to see that we protect it properly. Convalescent plasma therapy, here you see that in our blood, 55% of the blood is the plasma, which contains moisture, proteins, minerals, and antibodies. Whereas 45% of our blood contains different cells, blood cells, red cells, white cells, platelets, and all that. So what happens is, through the process of plasmapheresis, in this particular kind of a transfusion, the plasma is separated. It is given to the patient, and this 45% of the cells, they go back to the donor, And that is how you are not at the loss. The donor is not at the loss of its RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. So this is a very simple, picture that this is the patient, this is a recovered candidate. You take out the blood, especially the plasma, the antibodies. Now you inject it into the patient, and the patient recovers. So that is how basically the plasma therapy works. Therefore, the age of a donor has to be above 17. His weight has to be more than 50 kg. Then he has to be a healthy feeling person. Then he must be, recovered from COVID-19, and especially the recovered after 14 days, he can donate this, plasma, and you have to fill the request form, and that is how you can do it. Now here you come to a monoclonal antibody. Now this monoclonal antibody is another thing where the people are trying, especially Israelis are preparing this vaccine. So this is how the plasma cells producing these specific antibodies are taken out. They are made hybrid with the tumor cells. Tumor cells have the capacity to continuously, replicate or produce, and that is how you get a hybridoma. This is very short, I'm telling you. And these hybridomas ultimately result into the production of these proteins, which are called as monoclonal antibodies. So this is one of the ways of creating antibodies, one of the ways of treating corona. The third is the mRNA vaccine. And here the RNA itself, helps in transcribing the proteins. And this is a big, jump from the vaccinology to proteomics. And this proteomics has been done very seriously, especially in the Imperial College of London, UK. And this Robin Shattock is the great virologist who is performing, and probably we may get these results. Very simple. You have to take the RNA. This RNA is then presented to the antigen presenting cell. It enters into this cell. This RNA makes proteins. These proteins act as an antigen. They activate this immune system cells, that is, the B cells, and that is how the immune cells are produced on one side, memory cells are produced on other side. So that is how the three things: the convalescent plasma therapy, then as we saw the RNA vaccine, and the monoclonal antibody vaccine. Now, especially the question is asked, how far this rapid antigen test is reliable? Friends, it is said that it is not at all reliable because there are a lot many problems. It may be false negative, it may come false positive, because you are actually testing the antigen. Antigen, if it is not present in a sufficient amount and quantity, then it will not appear. So he is positive, but it will not come. Many times there are some other antigens rather than corona which may give you positive, and that becomes a false positive. And therefore it is said that if it is rapid antigen test is negative, then you have to go for RT-PCR. So RT-PCR has been treated as the most trusted, test. RT is the reverse transcriptase PCR, and the second test is the immunoglobulin M and immunoglobulin G detection. So in nutshell, it is said that if you are RT-PCR positive and IgG negative, then you are COVID positive. If you are RT-PCR negative and if you are IgG negative, that means you are under risk. You can't say it is no. And if you are RT-PCR negative but IgG positive, that means you are immunized. So this is the remdesivir. 5,000 rupees is the price, but you know that there is a black marketing going on nowadays. And that is how we come to the last slide, and that is मग शेवटी करायचं काय. So friends, I will advise you to rely basically on your innate immunity. Innate immunity is a gift to you, and that particular gift is, can be exploited through especially a good diet, then basically the good exercise. And as you know that these B lymphocytes can be, increased through the process of exercise, especially through the lymphatic system. So take an exercise, व्यायाम करा, योग्य ती काळजी घ्या, आणि करोनाच्या सकट तुम्हाला जगायला शिकलं पाहिजे. Let me give you the latest news, and that is Japan has already declared the protocol and SOP, saying that now in Japan you will have to live with corona. And I think if our government also thinks in this way, and of course the reciprocal part is the the society, if they really understand the severity of this, then probably we all also can live very happily with this corona. So I think with these few words, I conclude, and I now keep the ball rolling and answering different questions. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. It was very useful. म्हणजे सायंटिफिक लँग्वेज मध्ये सुद्धा सर्वसामान्यांना कळेल अशा भाषेमध्ये तुम्ही समजून सांगितलं. रिअली इट वॉज ग्रेट. आणि ऑलमोस्ट याच्यातनं बऱ्यापैकी कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर झाले की कोरोना आहे कसा, काय नाही. I will hand it over to Hemangi for further questions. So Hemangi, over to you. First question to Dr. Deshmukh.
Thank you, sir. And first of all, I would like to welcome both of the doctors, that is Dr. Ranjan Garge sir and Dr. Arvind Deshmukh sir. And thank you for accepting our request for this webinar. Sir, मला पहिला प्रश्न डॉक्टर अरविंद देशमुख सरांना विचारायचा आहे. तो असा की आपल्याला व्हायरल फीवरचं आणि कोरोनाचे सिम्पटम्स जवळपास सारखेच आहेत, ते त्याच्यामुळे त्याच्यात डिफर कसं करायचं. कारण आजकाल साध्या माणसाला साधा सर्दी खोकला आला आणि हॉस्पिटलमध्ये जर गेला तर समोरचा विचार करतो की बाबा याला कोरोना तर झाला नसेल ना, तर मग समोरचा व्यक्ती त्याला हेल्प करायला किंवा काही छोटीफार मदत पाहिजे असेल तर ते करायला घाबरतो. तर आपण दोन्हीच्या सिम्पटम्स मध्ये डिफर कसं करायचं. सर तुमचा ऑडिओ नाही येते. नाही सर, आवाज नाही येते. नाही सर, नाही येते अजून.
सर हेडफोनची पिन लूज झाली असेल तर तेवढं बघा हेडफोनची. नाही सर. सर एक पर्याय असा आहे की तुम्ही डिस्कनेक्ट होऊन पुन्हा लॉग इन. हॅलो.
Now I'm audible.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So at the outset again, I'm very thankful to Rahul Bodhankar for organizing this excellent event from Bodhankar Consultancy Services, and you have given a chance to interact with the audience in association with my guru Dr. Ranjan Garge and many of my friends. Now there is a problem. I will answer in English. The reason is that many of the attendees are away from Maharashtra, so they may not be knowing Marathi. मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगा तो भी चलेगा, अंग्रेजी में बात करूंगा तो भी चलेगा. तो आपने जो पूछा है, the question asked, there are many common symptoms and patient get confused. It's correct. So the first symptom, the symptom already have given by Dr. Ranjan Garge. He has mentioned the symptoms, and these symptoms clearly differentiate the patient. I will add one more symptom in that. whatsoever the symptoms given by Dr. Ranjan Garge, one more symptom, test with the pulse oximeter. It is a very important. Suppose you are having a fever, mostly dry cough. Whenever there is a cold, sneezing, along with the dry cough, along with the loss of taste, loss of smell, but confirm means if these symptoms are there, there is a probability that you may have a corona, but nothing to worry. Delhi Prime Minister regularly giving the video, Arvind Kejriwal, he is telling that if you are having cough, if you are having temperature, don't worry, be at home, take antipyretic and only take multivitamin, nothing to do, nothing to worry. Only you test the oxygen level in the blood with the help of pulse oximeter. And if it goes down, now down means which value? The normal value given by the doctor is in between 94 to 99. If it goes to 93, there may be other chance. If it is a 92, still not to worry. But if it is below 90, along with fever and cough, you have to worry. Means there is a requirement of oxygen. And at that time, the patient should consult to the doctor or he should admit in the hospital. So there is no sharp line in between other cough, other cold sickness and the corona disease. So only by testing, by the PCR technique, as rightly said by Dr. Ranjan Garge, as the antigen test is not much reliable. So PCR is a reliable test. It is a 98% reliable. Even in the PCR test, there are 1 to 2% chances are there getting false results. So in that way, we can face the corona in the initial stage.
थँक्यू सर, थँक्यू सो मच. मीन्स अगदी नॉर्मल भाषेमध्ये सर्वसामान्यांना समजून येईल अशा भाषेमध्ये तुम्ही एक्सप्लेन केलं दोन्ही मधला डिफरन्स आणि खूप इन्फॉर्मेटिव्ह आन्सर होतं. मला नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन डॉक्टर रंजन गर्गे सरांना विचारायचा आहे, तो असा की सर एकदा कोरोना होऊन गेल्यावर पुन्हा कोरोना होतो का, आणि जर झाला तर साधारण किती दिवसांच्या अंतराने आपल्याला त्याचे सिम्पटम्स दिसून येतात?
Okay, I am visible.
Yes sir.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
हा या करोना हा एकदा झाल्यानंतर पुन्हा होऊ शकतो का, हा एक फार टिपिकल प्रश्न आहे. मित्रांनो, एकदा तुम्ही करोनातून बरा झाल्यानंतर तुम्हाला करोना होऊ शकतो. त्याच्या अटी काय आहेत, कशामुळे होऊ शकतो, तर साधारणपणे जर आपली रोगप्रतिकारक शक्ती कमकुवत असेल, साधारणपणे आपल्याला जर काही इतर आजार असतील, किडनीचा आजार आहे, हार्टचा आजार आहे, तर अशा लोकांची प्रतिकारक शक्ती जी काही त्यांनी मिळवून ते घरी आलेले असतात, ह्या अँटीबॉडीज जास्ती काळ त्यांना तगू देत नाहीत. आणि म्हणून साधारणपणे आपण असं धरून चालता कामा नये की बरा होऊन घरी आला की तो आता बरा झाला. पण तो किती दिवस चांगला राहू शकेल किंवा हेल्दी राहू शकेल आणि त्याची प्रॉबेबिलिटी काय आहे, तर हे देखील नक्की सांगता येत नाही. साधारणपणे 6 महिने या तयार झालेल्या अँटीबॉडीज नक्कीच तुम्हाला प्रोटेक्शन देतात. पण मी म्हटल्याप्रमाणे मॉर्बिड अशा प्रकारचा जो पेशंट असतो, म्हणजे ज्याला इतर आजार आहेत, त्या लोकांनी याची काळजी घ्यायला हवी.
ओके, थँक्यू सो मच सर. म्हणजे साधारण येस सर.
I want to add few things in this.
Yes sir.
आपण वॅक्सिनची तयारी करतो. वॅक्सिन इंजेक्ट केल्यानंतर या व्हायरस मध्ये 2 वर्ष इम्युनिटी राहणार आहे. इट इज नॉट अ लाईफ लॉंग. अदरवाइज इन स्मॉल पॉक्स In chicken pox, it is a lifelong immunity.
Yes, exactly, sir.
So in the flu, we have to take every year vaccine. So here in the SARS, it is observed that immunity remains for 2 years. आणि आता सरांनी सांगितल्यासारखं हा चुलत भाऊ आहे. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये अजून माहिती नाही. Clear up to the time, there are chances that immunity may remain for 2 years also in this disease, but subject to the condition as sir has told, comorbidity. Means the sensitive persons are likely to get infected. Immunosuppressive patient, I will say more better. So whenever there is immunosuppression by one or other reason, there is a probability of second time infection will take place, but at least 6 months there is no chances. Some claims are there that in China again the person is getting infected. There were news, but they are wrong news. The reason is that second variety, another variety may infect you if there is a mutation and change in serotype. But the same serotype generally do not infect for 6 months.
देशमुख सर, 1 मिनिट इंटरफिअर करतो. ऐकू येत आहे?
येस.
हा, की यांनी विचारलेला प्रश्न असा होता की तो कोरोना पेशंट बरा होऊन आलेला आहे, व्हॅक्सिनेशन कडे गेलेलो नाही आपण.
नाही, बरोबर आहे.
व्हॅक्सिन दिल्यानंतरचे सगळे वेगळेच परिणाम आहेत. इथे म्हणजे काय, तुम्ही बरे होऊन घरी आलेला आहात. आता काय तर ती जी इम्युनिटी आहे ती तुमची जास्ती टिकत नसते. There is no question of vaccination at all, as I know and understand the question. Okay, thank you.
Rightly sir.
थँक यू सर. सर देशमुख सर, तुम्ही आता सार्सचा उल्लेख केला, सिव्हिअर अक्यूट रेस्पिरेटरी सिंड्रोम याचा. तर सर तुम्ही याला सामान्य भाषेत डिफाईन करू शकाल का?
सार्सला सरांनी लॉंग फॉर्म सांगितलेला आहे त्याचा, सिव्हिअर अक्यूट रेस्पिरेटरी सिंड्रोम. म्हणजे हा थोडक्यात श्वासोश्वासाचा आजार आहे, लंगचा आजार आहे, रेस्पिरेशनचा आजार आहे. हा सिव्हिअर आहे आणि अक्यूट आहे, म्हणजे हा मरतात माणसं, म्हणून याला आपण अक्यूट म्हणतो. हा आणि म्हणून याला आपण काय आपण लंग्सचा आजार म्हणू शकतो सिंपल भाषेमध्ये. श्वासोश्वासाचा त्रास आहे, जसा दमा असतो, दमा इतका अक्यूट नाही, याच्यामध्ये लंग टिश्यू डॅमेज होतात आणि मरण्याची शक्यता जास्त असते, म्हणून याला अक्यूट असं म्हणतो.
याच्यात थोडस ऍड करतो की याला सिंड्रोम म्हटलेलं आहे. सिंड्रोम इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ सिम्पटम्स. त्याच्यामुळे हा एक सिम्पटम तुम्हाला दिसणार नाही असा आहे. जसा एड्स आहे, एड्स इज ऑल्सो अ सिंड्रोम. So like that, SARS is a syndrome.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ranjan sir and Deshmukh sir, both of you. Thank you so much. मला नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन रंजन सरांना विचारायचा आहे. तो असा की सर, हा कोरोना किंवा हा जो जंतू आहे, जीवाणू आहे, तो एखाद्या गोष्टीच्या पृष्ठभागावर किती वेळ जिवंत राहू शकतो? साधारण किती वेळ जिवंत राहतो?
चांगला प्रश्न आहे हा, कारण प्रत्येकालाच प्रश्न पडलाय, भाजी घेतल्यावर काय करायचं, एखादं पार्सल घरी आल्यानंतर काय करायचं. So it's a very common question to everybody, what exactly and how to behave when we purchase a vegetable, when we parcel comes to us, when we purchase few things, and what to do with the packages. The study has been done, and they say that on plastic and the stainless steel surface, okay, plastic and the stainless steel surface, it remains up to 72 hours. Okay. On cardboard, very important, because most of the cartoons are made up of the cardboard, it remains there for 24 hours. On copper vessels, it remains for maybe less than 4 hours, and therefore you have to take precautions. And the another question which is linked with this is then what to do with vegetable. Now, when you take the vegetables, let the vegetables be there for at least 1 hour. Then you take them in home. Then you actually wash them with the warm water. Of course, it has to be salt water. And it is said that few people say that you add the soda also and wash it properly, and then only you use that. From all this, we can conclude one thing, that this virus remains for some time, and that particular time periods we must know, and we have to behave accordingly. Otherwise, as I told you, the fomites are the best carriers of this particular virus. So all this question comes under fomites, and fomites are the carriers of this virus. So accordingly, as I told you, maximum 72 hours to minimum 4 hours, there is a big range. Thank you very much.
Okay, Hemangi, requesting you to take all questions in English, as there is a demand of
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We got the brief idea that how much this virus lives long. And sir, my next question is to Dr. Deshmukh, sir. Sir, asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic patient, which one are less contagious?
Of course, asymptomatic is a less contagious. Pre-symptomatic is also contagious. So, just before the symptom, you see, pre-symptomatic meaning is that before symptom, he is still carrying the viruses. And in asymptomatic, generally it is given in the literature. Again, I am telling you, not clear up to the time, everything is regarding the virus. Just I will tell you one interesting video. Soumya Swaminathan. She was interviewed by one person. For every answer, she had given one only sentence. Nothing is clear, nothing is clear, nothing is clear. Really, regarding this virus, still many things are not clear. And what we are telling is only our prediction. That is a possible, this is possible. So, regarding again the pre-symptomatic or asymptomatic, which is a more dangerous, still not clear. But according to me, it seems that pre-symptomatics are more dangerous. Okay?
Next.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. My next question is to Dr. Ranjan Garge, sir. Sir, nowadays many of the scientists from several countries are saying that this virus also spreads through air. So, sir, is it right?
Yeah, it's very tricky question, because it was proved to be a droplet infection, and droplets, they usually they are of the size of 5 micron. Something that is less micron is known as aerosol. As you saw in the one of the slides, that these droplets, they carry or they travel a distance of maybe 5 to 6 feet. But aerosols, again, as Dr. M said, that these are all different experiments done in different, situations. So aerosols, you can say that it spreads along the air, and the distance that is traveled by these less than 5 micron particles is more than 30 to 30. Therefore, we have to be very careful about it. But as you said, many people, they say that whether this wind is responsible, I would say, no, don't be afraid, because wind is blowing, all the way 4 hours. And for if that is the situation, the corona situation would have been horrible otherwise. And therefore, it is either a droplet infection, because in droplet, the viruses are inside the droplet, 5 micron. And when it is aerosol, basically the maybe a group of viruses is, actually are being taken along with the wind. So this is what I can say. The spread along with the air is possible.
Just to enhance this question, I just wanted to add is something like we have known that coughing and sneezing can cause this infection very badly. But if a person is speaking with each other, or I'm traveling in a gully and there are some people around me, I am also wearing a mask. People are also wearing a mask. But still, is there any chances of getting this particular airborne in that particular a scenario according to the latest studies all about it's an airborne kind of thing?
If you are wearing a mask, okay, then there are least chances, and therefore they are trying to tell you that please put on the mask, that is triple layer mask or your gamcha with 3 layers. Don't put the mask with wall ventilator. That's a fashion. The chief minister also wearing that. It is very dangerous, because you must have seen when it talks, that wall opens in between. That means it is throwing the viruses out. And therefore he is protecting himself and he is infecting others, and therefore this mask with a wall has been banned.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Very good. One more thing.
Yes.
I would like to add in this. People are wearing masks. I have seen many persons putting mask on the mouth, keeping nose
open.
Yes, yes.
It is a useless.
Yes.
Second thing, frequently after every 5 minutes, after 2 minutes, they are positioning their mask, touching their nose, touching their lips. So there is no use of wearing the mask then. It is advised that whenever you are putting mask, then don't touch it frequently. Otherwise, you are going to carry the pathogenic organism from your sputum on your hand.
Screen sharing विचारलं तू.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. And you are going to contaminate the lift touch button. You are going to contaminate the railway railings and all these things. Whenever we touch there, will get infected. That is also possibility.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Actually, my next question was regarding the mask, but I got my answer by these questions only.
Okay.
So, sir, my next question is to Dr. Deshmukh, sir. Sir, what is the testing process for COVID-19?
Actually, testing process, Dr. Garge sir has clearly mentioned in his slide, because earlier you have taken his elaborative lecture, very nicely has explained. So in that already he has explained what are the testing procedure, antigen based test, PCR based test, how to take the samples. That is also that is a little bit different part. From the nasal cavity or from the throat also swabs can be collected and sample can be taken, and repetitive sample should be taken. If the test is negative, it doesn't rule out that you are free from the infection, because it takes a time for getting the load on the nose and the throat and to get the organism on the swab. So if once it is negative, again after 2 days you have to repeat it, and if repeatedly it is negative, then you are negative. Otherwise, that is the PCR test he has clearly mentioned. It is the best test. Antigen based tests are having certain flaws.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. My next question is to Dr. Ranjan Garge, sir. Sir, what are the incubation period and symptoms for COVID-19?
Yeah, as far as incubation period is concerned, let me define first. It is a period between the exposure of that particular individual to this virus to the appearance of the symptoms. Okay, so when it is asymptomatic, so many times that's a different thing, that you don't get the symptoms, then there is a different thing. But a period between the exposure to appearance of the symptoms, and this particular period also varies, and it is estimated that it is 6 days to 12 days. And therefore all these tests are very important, because when you take the test is most important. Many times you take the test when there is no antigen into that particular proportion that is required, and therefore it becomes negative. Now, for example, if you take the test in the late period, then you will find that you will get the IgGs, because IgG immunoglobulins, they develop late. If you take intermittently, then you will get IgM, because immunoglobulin M comes first and then comes IgG. Before that, what you see is an antigen test. That means simple organism, the spike proteins, you take the sample, put them on that strip, and it is coated with the antibody, and if that antigen matches with the antibody, you get a signal or a color change. So it all depends when you take the sample. It all depends how exactly, which is the period of that infection, and therefore, as you said, incubation period is therefore of 6 to 12 days. And of course, the another question that you had was, what are the symptoms, isn't it? Symptoms of corona. I think Dr. Deshmukh already has elaborated on that. But very interestingly, newer and newer things are coming up, and especially the breathlessness, then the clotting of the blood, as I told you, which takes place in the cytokine storm. That is another one. And therefore, these symptoms are to be seen very carefully. They may be being added newly, so don't neglect them. And if they're in the primary stage, then definitely, as you know, the best way is to isolate yourself, be at home only, and see that you recover through isolation only. But if it reaches to the breathlessness, then it is very essential to immediately report and take all kinds of medications, whatever are prescribed. And that is how it is different from that of a seasonal flu. So this is about the incubation period. Yes, anything to add, doctor?
No, sir. We got an exact, absolute answer for this question, and it was very informative also. My next question is to Dr. Deshmukh, sir. Sir, I would like to ask that which age group will give an effective response towards plasma therapy, or how effective is plasma therapy?
What I will suggest you, madam, this question is also already answered by Dr. Ranjan Giri. The reason is that you got the question before it.
Yes, sir. But means my point was asking for the which age group will respond the plasma therapy exactly.
He will answer better because he has given the detailed survey of plasma therapy. And I have told in my WhatsApp also to you, I answered earlier in the morning. Regarding plasma therapy, Garge sir will answer better than me.
Okay, sir. Then I would like to roll this question towards you.
See, what is ultimately convalescent plasma therapy is injecting the ready-made antibodies, okay, into the body of a patient. Now, what happens, this is the ready-made thing that you are giving, and not asking that body of a recipient to do anything about it. Okay. So what happens is these antibodies go into the recipient, then they fight out the antigens, maybe spike proteins and all that, and they bring down the titer, viral titer. Okay. And then you are relieved. What happens is the durability of these antibodies to keep that patient safe is not long. And as I told you, the maximum it can be 6 months. Doctors are also in dilemma and how long this particular plasma therapy would protect that particular person. And as I told you, if that person is again laden with many other kinds of disorders, then morbid patient, then the chances of getting advantage of this plasma therapy still goes down. And their age group, the elderly people, especially above 60, and the people elderly plus with the problems, heart, diabetes and all that, they will get they will not get a longer advantage, long time advantage of this plasma therapy, but definitely it will save them on a temporary basis and will bring them out of this infection. So this is what I would say.
Thank you, sir. Means it was an absolutely specific answer for this question, and very informative, very knowledgeable answer. Sir, Deshmukh sir, will you
Yeah,
add some points
no,
to the question?
in this question,
Yes, sir.
no.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Garge sir, and thank you, Deshmukh sir. Sir, next question I would like to ask to Dr. Ranjan Garge sir. Sir, why this coronavirus is spreading so quickly? Means, what's the main reason behind of spread?
Yeah, see, one thing, virus doesn't spread so quickly. It has been going through different stages, and we totally neglected, as you know. When something was happening in China, we thought that it is in China, and it has nothing to do with the rest of the world, and India not at all. So there are four stages, as I may tell you. The first is, once it starts, we start tracing out the travel history of that particular patient. And you initially, then put in isolation when you are not at a mass level. The second stage is the local transmission starts. And here the infected people have always a travel history, and then it starts spreading through the close relatives and friends. Okay, it restricts itself to the friends and relatives only. Now, the third stage is the community transmission. Community transmission is infection happens in public, and the source of virus is not traceable. As you know that when the many religious programs they took place and the people went on mixing with the normal public, and that is the exact time when the community spread started. Therefore the geographical lockdown is to be announced, and that is how we did it. But people say that we have not yet entered into community transmission. But I would add that there is a fourth stage, and that is, listen carefully, disease spreads throughout the country and growing number of deaths with no end to sight. You cannot see where to end, and therefore the people are panicky today. And therefore, why not to accept that we have gone into the fourth stage? Fourth stage is that where you just don't know, and you don't know why these cases are so much coming up so fast. And therefore like that, it has a peak, then it reaches to the plateau, and then it goes down. So many people ask questions, when is the peak going to come, when it is going to go down, and all that. But of course, I tell you, there is no any concrete answer as such that I can tell. But that we have disturbed the extreme ecosystems like bat ecosystem, like the Amazon ecosystem, and there still thousands of horrible viruses are living together in their own ecosystems. Why you go there? Why you destroy them? And why you bring them to your laboratory? And then why you play with them? You play with them because you want antibiotic, you want something, you want this, you want that. Therefore, unless we stop all these making biological products from such extreme environments, man is going deep at the bottom of Pacific and taking out the mud, and then isolating the organisms, and then making out the antibiotics. So this is all horrible, I tell you. So the only message is, don't play with such kinds of ecosystems. We have already played a much. So this is what exactly I would like to answer to this question.
Exactly, sir. If we wouldn't play to the system or ecosystem, they wouldn't play with us also.
Yeah.
If we do not enter to the major roles of the ecosystem and all that kinds of things, so that will not affect adversely towards us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. That was an
I will add one more.
Yes, sir. Please.
You see why this virus is spreading fastly.
Yeah.
The answer is simple. This is new virus. You see, for any viral infection, there is no medicine. There is no treatment. I will compare with the tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is airborne. and this is also airborne, correct? Now you see, tuberculosis already we have adjusted with the tuberculosis. It is a very old. In every one of our body, tuberculosis organisms remain silently. Means, I will tell you, one test is there, tuberculin test to detect the presence of tuberculosis in your body. But it is not a diagnostic test. The reason is that every one of us shows tuberculin test positive. Meaning is that antibodies against the tuberculosis are present in your body, in my body, in everyone's body. Why? We are adjusted with that organism. This virus new to us. No one has developed antibody up to the time. So it seems that it is going fastly. Actually, being a new, we feel that it is multiplying fastly. After 2 years, the same organism will not multiply fastly because antibodies will develop and antibodies will protect every individual. Only few individuals which are immunosuppressive will suffer after 2 years, after 3 years.
Herd immunity.
So the answer is, being a new, it is spreading fastly.
Exactly, sir. As this is new to us, people and society is also panic towards this virus.
Correct.
And so, sir, means by seeing this scenario, as we can see antivirus or antivirus kind of things to the electronics material or like things. So, can we find any and can we do allopathic things, except allopathic things? Do we have any natural antivirus kind of thing which will affect our body to develop our immunity system?
Yes, there is only interferon. But again, it is observed that interferon also do not work efficiently against the virus. Otherwise, against the virus, no any chemical is working, not detected up to the time. There are many other viruses, even AIDS virus, you know that. We can prevent the multiplication, but we cannot kill. There are certain medicines which can slow the multiplication, which can prevent the multiplication, but we cannot kill the organism up to the time. There is no any treatment against the virus up to the time. In the future, it may be. So that's why vaccine is the only treatment for these diseases, and we are going for the vaccine. But again, at the last, I want to add few more, because you have started directly the question, sir. I have to discuss few more things regarding this coronavirus. So at the end, I will tell few things.
Okay, sir. Sir, as you said that vaccine will give the most effective effective kind of thing to our to this virus. So, sir, I would like to ask Ranjan Garge, sir, that what is the most promising vaccine in which is under development right now?
It's a very tricky question. There is no absolute answer, because you have been seeing and you have been witnessing that there are announcements after announcements. And ultimately, what happens is, a common man, when somebody announces something, he psychologically feels that it is going to come very soon. But let me tell you that this is a disturbance.
Yourself, except as well, so that that will not cause a disturbance to our webinar.
And therefore, whatever people are trying throughout the world, maybe in England, maybe in Russia, Israel is, doing something. So that will definitely come, still more 8 to 9 months, because a lot of trials are yet to come and yet to perform. So there is no any guarantee. But one thing is there, that if you want to march towards the herd immunity, as early as possible, then you have to have the vaccine that also as early as possible, because that can spread the immunity faster than the naturally recovering people and coming into the society. Okay, so I don't want to comment on any kind of a vaccine, and I don't want to give you any deadline that this is the time when it is going to come, because all these kinds of announcements are failing time to time. And a few days before, I was with Dr. Sanjay Oak, and he also said that being a chairman of the task force committee, he said, I have to take out the circulars totally different every day. What I said today, I have to take it out, withdraw, and I have to say something different tomorrow. So let us not go into this kind of a controversy. Okay.
Okay,
Again,
sir.
again, I will add in this. I will add in this because I want to talk few things on the vaccine. Just before 1 week, there was a news on TV.
Yes, yes, sir.
Full day there was a news on the TV that in September vaccine is coming in market.
Exactly, sir.
It is a totally fake news. I will say it is a fake news. The reason is that you don't believe on the news channel. You go on, you search for the interview of search for the interview of Harshvardhan, search for the interview of Soumya Swaminathan. What they are telling. Search for the interview of Bharat Biotech director. What they are telling. They are the Poonawalla told in his lecture, in his interview, that before December the vaccine will not come in market. He told that it will 2 years for complete vaccination of Indian people. He told that it will take 4 years for complete vaccination of every people in the world. The questions were asked to Harshvardhan. He also clearly told that before December there is no opportunity of any vaccine. But our media are continuously giving the news that vaccine is coming in 1 month, vaccine is coming within 2 months. Don't believe. In the beginning, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi told that we have to learn to live with this organism, and that is still correct sentence. We have to learn, live with the organism, and give me some time at the last.
Yes, sure, sir.
I will add to Dr. Deshmukh, see, please just try to remember the polio vaccine program. Was it within a night's time?
No.
It took so many years. Take it
Exactly.
for example of smallpox. My God, as I know, since my childhood, in 1975, somehow we could come out of it. So why you are Corona only?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Galve sir, and thank you, Deshmukh sir. Sir, you just said that you just said a word about herd immunity. Can you shortly define what is herd immunity actually?
See, herd immunity is nothing but when the collective population, in the collective population of any country becomes immune to that particular infection, and the susceptible population and the morbid population remains very in minority. When this situation comes, automatically you come to the herd immunity stage. And therefore, when susceptible people go down, there are less chances of spread the disease. Okay. And at the same time, the morbid population is also becomes safe because most of the people in the society are, immune. And that is how when the majority of the population of that country becomes immune, that is known as herd immunity. And that's what I said, that it is the vaccination program that makes the whole society immune faster. Okay, faster. And that is how we achieve it faster.
Okay, I will take a privilege to ask one question to Dr. Deshmukh. The swine flu vaccine took around 6 months to come in the market. Both are having the same symptoms of getting fever and cough and all. why corona vaccine is taking too much time to get developed?
So your question is not correct, because none of the vaccine up to the time has been developed within 4 years. So swine flu vaccine is never developed within 6 months. Of course, every year you have to change the vaccine. That is there. Means already vaccine is there. Only you have to modify the vaccine. For the modification, it requires 6 months. But for the development of vaccine, up to the time, minimum time taken was a 4 year, as Dr. Garge sir has told. For polio vaccine, how much time it takes to develop? And according to WHO guidelines are on the 6 months, 1.5 years. That is a minimum time. But it is not the actual time. Again, I will add one more thing. We are telling that in December end, vaccine will come. But we are making the statement on the basis that we are assuming results will be positive. How we should assume today that results will be positive in December? But we are assuming because we are in hurry now. We are patientless. Means we have lost our patience. So everyone is assuming now that the third phase is going on. In the third phase, there are chances. Because you see, most important thing in the third phase is that to define the dose and whether there are long-lasting effect on the human body. I will tell you one example to you. Streptomycin antibiotic. The streptomycin antibiotic was launched in the market after 6 years. People came to know that streptomycin is affecting 8th cranial nerve of the human body, and which leads to the deafness. So the effect can be long lasting, not within 6 months, 1 year. After 6 years, it was noted that the streptomycin has a bad effect on the body. So it is not so easy about the vaccine as people are talking. It may take more than 1 year still. Again, I am using repeating the statement. We have to live with this microorganism. We have to learn to live with this microorganism. We don't have any alternative.
Can we consider of taking and celebrating weddings in the month of January and onwards?
I think this is connected to his business.
No. Yeah. I will answer. I will answer you again.
Yeah.
See, today what government is doing and why government is doing. Government on the government for lockdown relate to your question. And that was our appropriate demand. The reason was, again I am telling you, why there should be restrictions on the mob gathering. Why lockdown is implemented. The reason is not for restriction, not for controlling the virus spread. It is for the preparation of the government to face the situation. You see, Indian government was not having enough beds. Indian government was not having any lab for the detection of the coronavirus. They were not having ventilators. Still, we don't have ventilator. You see, what is the problem today? Why lockdown is there? The main reason is that why we are common people is suffering. The main reason is that we don't have ventilators, enough ventilators. If the ventilators are there, no need of lockdown. Because this disease, everyone, I'm telling that, everyone is having chances to get affected by the coronavirus either today, after 2 months, or after 4 months. It is going to happen. But the government is afraid. that government is not having enough ventilators. The key point. And without ventilator, it will be the big news. And it will be the shocking treatment to the existing government. So, government is controlling either by the lockdown. Government knows that, like you, there are many sufferers. You see, the tourist business is collapsed totally. The manufacturing business has collapsed. The many businesses, again, the merchants which are low, I will say the lower business level, at that category also, they are suffering much at today. We are losing more than 10 crore job today. The Hindu paper, many reputed newspaper has quoted how many jobs we are going to lose in coming 6 months.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
We are the lockdown. We are telling that if there is a, suppose on the road, some thorns are there, then you wear shoes with, in your legs. Don't try to cover the roads. So, every individual should precaution. Use the mask. And all business, we urge the government, all business should be normal as usual. So again, I am in favor of your business, that you may start if the government permits. But position says that government will not permit at least for 6 months gathering like marriages, like the, what we can say, your business like that. Means all gathering, public gathering will be avoided by the government at least for coming 6 months. The same is applicable for the local trains in Mumbai. It is very difficult to start the local train. As soon as local train will start, government will be in problem. So that is the situation today. And I will request every audience that don't go to the fake news, many fake news. Now there is a WhatsApp university in that there are fake news. Don't go to the fake news. Go to the interviews by the authentic person. As I'm again telling, authentic person is Soumya Swaminathan in WHO. Learn or watch her interview. Harshvardhan is giving the interview. Watch his interview. But many politicians are also giving false interview, mind it out. But they are giving false interview and telling to the public that it will going within short time, we are going to control it, we are going to control it. It will not be controlled. Answer is hidden in you and me. How we are responding to the government. Any person sitting in the government and now he has to face the same situation. Don't blame the government. And we are only blaming the government. And on our part, we are not responding the government. That is my blame to the common society. Common society is not responding the government, and that's why it is spreading fastly. We are not going with the mask on the road. And as soon as I will suffer from the coronavirus, my next question is, where is ambulance? Where is bed? We try to blame the government, but we don't try to obey the restrictions suggested by the government. So today, I will tell that don't afraid for the corona, this virus disease, because the death rate is a very low. And our Honorable Chief Minister continuously telling that the deaths are due to comorbidity. Means healthy person is not getting suffer. Many my friends are asking me the question, sir, if it is not a serious disease, then doctors are, there are deaths of doctors. I am asking them question, who told you that doctors are not smoking? Smoking is one of the important reasons. Heavy drinking, which is affecting your liver, is also one of the reasons. Use of extensive pesticide affects your kidney. Your kidneys are damaged. That is one of the reason. Meaning is that we have to change our lifestyle. The main reason for this virus is not the reason. Our lifestyle, change lifestyle is its reason. Why we are afraid? Because we have changed our lifestyle. Continuously we are drinking water from the Bisleri water. Continuously our children are playing only at home, not going on the road. Physical exercise, how it is important, Dr. Garge has told, for a lymphatic node. But we don't have a time for the physical exercise. We want to earn money, and to feed our child with a fantastic food like the noodles and burger and other foods which are only starchy and starchy. Every doctor is telling don't eat starchy food. You see, in America, maximum people died because they are heavyweight. Bulkiness is one of the reasons. And it is going now in India. You see, the rich family. In the rich family, the bulky body is the main reason unhealthiness. So I request today, this is an opportunity for me. I request everyone, change your lifestyle. Don't go for only for earning money, losing the health, vitamin D deficiency, not exposing to the sunlight. These are the many reasons. Don't blame to the corona, don't blame to the government, blame to the society, blame to the lifestyle of the society. And within 1 year, because of the herd immunity, corona will be vanished from the society. And you see, before 10 years, we were afraid of the AIDS. Now, are you afraid of the AIDS? Now we have adjusted with the HIV. After 10 years, we will get adjusted with this virus. Today only we are panic. And it's a real time, it's a good time to rethink where we are doing the mistakes. It is a time to find out, you see, why we are suffering from the coronavirus. What is that our mistake? If we learn from the mistake, it is not difficult to fight with the coronavirus. Again, I will tell, don't be afraid of the coronavirus. And with the pulse oximeter, I will re-insist again, pulse oximeter, purchase every society, because the death is only because of the lungs damage, and that is only mainly, not only, mainly because of the happy hypoxia. If you want to prevent the happy hypoxia, we have to purchase the pulse oximeter. We have written to the government that make compulsory to the every society pulse oximeter. That are the remedies to control, not to kill the virus. No one is able to kill the virus at the moment. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I have taken more time, I think so. But that I was willing to tell everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very
Thank
much,
you
sir.
so
Thank
much.
you. It was really.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. My question is it possible anyhow to break protein spikes on a coronavirus by any chemicals after entering host so that it cannot bind to ACE? Is it possible, sir?
Let me clear the audience that whatever questions you have, please put it on the chat box so that we can have an uninterrupted session.
Okay.
Yeah. So, sir, you can any one of you can answer this question, and after that, Hemangi, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. The question is, how can you avoid, isn't it, the spike protein getting attached with that ACP protein? Now, see, exactly what we are trying to do in AIDS is the same thing, and that is mimicking the protein. Okay, what we do is we actually mimic the another protein, which the virus feels that it is a protein, and it attaches to that mimic protein rather than the real protein. And therefore, of course, this is a biotechnology work. This particular kind of a treatment has not yet come in case of corona, but such kinds of mimic proteins. By injecting such mimic proteins, you can divert that particular virus to those proteins rather than attracting them to the lung tissue receptor, and that is the only way you can actually avoid these infections biotechnologically. Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, both of you. Dr. Ranjan Garge, sir, Mr. Vijay Mathapati has given listed some of the questions, 7 to 8 questions. You have answered most of the questions through your through previous questions. Only 2 to 3 questions are left. So I would like to ask you that remaining questions. The first one is that what is a cytokine storm?
I think I have very much well explained.
Well explained.
Then
Yeah.
I might have missed that one.
Cytokine storm, in short, is because of the cytokines and chemokines, and when they increase, it becomes actually the hypersensitive response of your lung, which results into the inflammation and the clotting of the blood. I think that was, and that's why I showed the slide, because otherwise you can't explain it properly. You have to show it how the cycle goes. Okay.
Yes, sir, exactly. Sir, next question is that which is the Indian strain of corona?
Indian strains, I think that also I showed you. A2A is the common Indian strain, which has been observed in 45% of the genomes which were tested. And therefore, now we are basically focusing on that particular strain. The zero strains, as you all know, it all depends on the molecular arrangement of the proteins, and the O is the type in one, that is the O virus, and as a mutant which we see in India is A2 small a. Capital A, 2 small a is the variety that is common in India.
Okay. Thank you, sir. A question from Mr. Vijay as
Okay.
all are done. Next question I would like to ask to Dr. Deshmukh, sir, that what are the chances of animals to get infected from COVID-19?
Pardon?
Sir, what are the chances of animals to get infected from COVID-19?
Again, there are no reports in the pet animals. Means that two questions are frequently asked, whether pet animals, whether we are having pet animals at home, is there any chance? So up to the time, there are no reports that it transmits through the animal. Day before yesterday, there was also news that even through the mosquitoes, there are no chances. So we have to believe, means up to the time on the findings. After few years, after few months, it may come, but at least up to the time, we can say that there are no chances.
Okay, thank you, sir. Last but not the least question, sir, I would like to ask both of you that being an microbiologist, you both have seen this virus from means you have seen this virus from very close point of view. So, sir, what will you give the message to the scientists who are trying to find out vaccines? Means from which angle should they study for the vaccine for this coronavirus?
Again, I will tell you, I have seen virus only once in my life, that too in Pune. And indirectly, we are doing the practicals, but indirect detection of viruses. But directly, it is not possible to see the virus in a common laboratory unless and until a good research institute is there. Now, there is an expert team and approximately more than 100 candidates are there for the vaccination. Means more than 100 laboratories are working from different angles. And already Dr. Garge has told different types of vaccines, and from that angle, people are trying. Already they are trying. In India, there are 2 candidates and we have got a very good results for these two candidates. One is from Serum Institute and the second is from Bharat Biotech. But again, I'm telling to the public that don't be dependent on vaccine. The reason is that if vaccine will come, first it will given to the doctors, to the nurses, to the police. It may take 3 months. After that, the priority area, government officers and all these, government will decide. It may give to the cities like Pune, Delhi, and lastly it will come to the villages. So up to that time, don't be keep hopes for the vaccine. Change the lifestyle, that is the answer. No vaccine. So means we should not be more hopeful for the vaccine. It will take enough time to reach up to you. So we have to change our lifestyle. Then and then we will be cure, means we will fight with the coronavirus. You see, people are telling that we don't want to leave smoking, but we want to live life. We don't want to live drinking, but we want to live life. We want to eat the starchy food. We don't want to exercise every daily 45 minutes. They don't have time, but they are telling that we want to live life. We want to get protected from corona. How it is possible? It is not possible at all. So, vaccine is not the answer, that according to me.
Yes, sir. Now it's time to make some changes within us only. That it's also saying in Hindi that nazariya badlo, nazare badle. Sir,
very correct.
Sir, I would like to
let me tell you one thing. See, in India, we hardly do any hardcore virology. Okay. And what happens, that for a common man, it becomes just a playing thing, making a vaccine. But microbiologist or a doctor, he understands what are the pains behind it. Because if you just read the stories of those who invented the vaccines, and you will certainly come to know. And therefore, in the end, I would tell you that please learn to live with this particular virus, that is coronavirus. And very simple thing we are trying to tell you, that have good habits, and the most important is exercise. Because most of the people, when I ask them that you are complaining, you are asking questions, but do you take exercise? They say, in our entire life we never had an exercise. So as Dr. Deshmukh rightly said, that you want everything, you want good health, but not at the cost of drinking, not at the cost of smoking, not at the cost of bad habits. And therefore, when the question comes that are we really going to become corona friendly, I will use that. And becoming corona friendly is what? It is it is yeah, it is blessings in disguise. What do you understand by blessings in disguise? Take every every kind of a, what you can say, calamity, and convert it into opportunity. Okay. So instead of complaining about the calamities, oh ye hamara ho gaya, waise ho gaya, hum bahar nahi ja sakte, ye hamare pure programs khatam ho. Don't talk like that. Find some solutions, and let us change our entire lifestyle. And that is the only thing, and that is known as blessings in disguise. And I think Narendra Modi also is giving the same message, that let us change our strategies of life itself, and that is how we are going to really enjoy our further life. So as we have become techno friendly, let us become corona friendly, and continue our lifestyles in a better way. Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely right, sir. Exactly. Means what very informative answer, sir. Very practical answer. Both of you have answered means specifically and accurately. I hope everyone from our audience might have got the answers for their questions.
Madam.
Yes, sir.
only one point I must convey up to the all audience,
Yes,
which
sir,
I
please.
felt very important. I should not miss it. That is a now new trends of untouchability is developing. I'm very sad to tell you
Yes, sir,
that
exactly.
we human beings are so selfish that we are talking about the corona now because I want to live more life. But anyone from our colony, from our building, from our area, from our ward is suffering by coronavirus, we make them untouchable. We pray the doctors, we are praising the doctors. But if doctor is staying near my house, we complain the different, we have complaints about him because we are creating a new problem that is called as an untouchability problem. That is called as the corona untouchability. And no one is helping. So I will request everyone now from the audience that be brave at this moment.
Put the
Help the person, correct? If he or she is suffering from your colony, from your relative, don't treat him that he is untouchable. If someone, I have seen the pictures, I will tell you. If someone is suffering from your corona and he found detected as the corona positive, and if ambulance is on his door, the whole population in the lane will come there and they will say bye bye as if now it is the last meeting, now we are going for a death. Why such a pity situation you are creating? We are a human being. So today I will want to request, learn these things. Treat the corona patient as other patients like a TB patients or other patient. Don't treat him as untouchable. Otherwise, you are pretending only. You want to live only yourself, family, but not the other members of the society. So that is my last request. Again, sorry for interruption to you, and you can proceed. Thank you.
Not at all, sir. Means your each and every word is quite informative and means very adorable to every one of us. Both of you have answered means very effectively and very mindfully that I hope everyone from our audience might have got their answers for the question which they wanted to ask. Uh, now I would like to hand over the session to Rahul sir. Rahul sir.
अजून एक दोन प्रश्न चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये महत्वाचे आहेत बिकॉज वी आर ऑलमोस्ट सिन्स 2 hours वी आर हियर ऑन द वेबिनार and everyone time is actually absolutely precious. One is from a traveler. So he is a frequent traveler. He need to travel a lot to one city from another, even this pandemic situation as well. What about the food habits? He is just asking because every time he cannot carry a tiffin and a water bottle of himself. So what about eating food in hotel?
Hotels are not open.
No, I'm asking about the hotel food to be asked or to be ordered from home delivery.
I will advise you not to go for that.
Okay, because some travelers are there who need to travel 2-3 days, at least in a week kind of thing. So if they are traveling from Aurangabad to Pune or Nasik for any other city for one night stay, and another day they need to come back. So what about their food? Because they cannot carry all day food along with them. So what about how like a cup of tea at outside? Is it suggestible?
See, tea is not a problem, but the cup and saucer is a problem.
Okay.
Tea is boiled. The problems, see, you travel to Pune, okay. The best way I would suggest him to take a tiffin. And
Okay.
2 days tiffin can be carried, we have got such kinds of,
Yes.
things which we can carry. So learn, this is what is we are trying to tell you, that okay, hotels are closed, why you go into the infection?
Okay.
Why you are purposefully, putting you into trouble, and you want to continue the travel. That is the another part. So to stop the travel, you have such means, that is the digital kind of meetings and all that. So I know that there are few places and few kinds of services where you are to physically go. But wherever you have to physically go, I advise you to really carry your own stuff, and rely least, because you don't know from where it comes, and you don't know when you will be becoming a carrier or a sufferer. So that is my advice, ultimately, because
And
nowadays
that is what is you are saying all about, corona friendly life.
corona friendly life. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And last question is, there is a good question is something like, is basically regarding a dead body. So let me search that. Huh. Sir, it is said that in the dead body, the virus doesn't survive anymore. So please share more knowledge on this view once the person is dead, and what about the life of virus?
See,
No. It is a wrong concept.
it's a wrong concept.
Virus survive. He get killed only after burning the dead body.
Burning, it remains there.
Okay.
Correct.
And touching can carry the virus. And
Yes.
Deshmukh sir said the problem of untouchability, but this untouchability, let me tell you, has come out of a fear, isn't it? Out of a fear.
Correct.
That fear, if you want to remove, then everybody will have to be with the PPA kits. See, cover yourself properly, and then you touch the body or you serve the patient. But otherwise, everybody can't afford to have these kinds of sanitization facilities, and therefore this particular problem has come. You just can't call them as untouchability in a conventional way. Okay, this is the untouchability because of the problem, because
No,
that
sir.
uh,
I'm telling you, if the patient is recovered,
then there is no
even
problem.
then he is facing untouchability problem at present.
Then there is no problem. He will give you the antibodies. Don't worry.
Correct.
He will give you antibodies. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, lastly, I would like to request Dr. Deshmukh if you want to focus if something is left out, so that he can just proceed for some times, and after that we will go for a vote of thanks, and after that we will conclude the session. So,
You see,
He has
only
concluded, I think.
what I want to tell, you see, is the only positivity. Because I'm seeing today, whole world is giving the examples what happened in Italy, what happened in America, and many videos are there. One person walking on the road collapsed, and creating fear everywhere. So I want to tell, there is nothing to afraid, but learn again second sentence, because nothing to afraid is a half sentence. After enough precaution, when I will tell that nothing to afraid, people from today will start smoking. People will be borderless without mask. So we have to take the precautions, and then nothing to afraid. So anyhow, we have to continue our normal life. You see, we have disturbed our normal life since 4 months. If you remember first address of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Ji Modi, in the first lecture he told that if anyone want to do certain urgent operations, please postpone it for 21 days. In his mind, at that time, he was having the idea that after 21 days, everything will be clear. Then lockdown was extended. Then we were thinking that after extended lockdown, again everything will be clear. Now today, we are at the point, everyone is thinking that after vaccine, everything will be normal. I'm going to tell you, that is also false assumption. Don't talk about the vaccine. Vaccine is not going to help you at least for 8 to 10 months. During that, there is chances of development of herd immunity. If the herd immunity is developed, What is the need to take the vaccine? No need. Again, the vaccine, there is a booster dose is required, means only one dose do not give the immunity. How many doses India wants? 135 crores multiplied by 2, that is a 270 crore doses should be produced in India. How much time it will take? And after giving the vaccine, minimum 21 days are required for development of antibody. Means you see the time required. And now everyone is talking about the vaccine, vaccine and vaccine. My request is that don't be dependent, don't be hopeful for the vaccine. Instead, change your lifestyle. Again, I'm telling you, comorbidity. Comorbidity meaning is that if you are having a sugar problem, if you are having a BP problem, if you are having asthma problem, if you are having a kidney problem, if there are pregnant women, if there are heart operations, these are called so if a person is having controlled sugar, don't be afraid. Although he is a diabetic, but because of the treatment, because of the medicine, if his sugar is below 160, why to worry? Don't say that I am diabetic. Say that I am a non-diabetic. Because your sugar is controlled, either by exercise or by medicine. So, their news should not miss. I am trying to tell the public, don't be afraid and don't blame the government. There is a common habit to blame the government for everything. In the government, there is an expert team, good team. They want to do better for the public, better for the society. Believe on them, obey their restrictions, and in the coming 6 months, every our normal life will be again normal. You see in Delhi, Kejriwal, how he is handling, very nicely he is handling. He has not kept a control on the boundaries of Delhi. Even then, he is handling very nicely. I don't have time to tell his approaches, but every state should obey the Kejriwal. That is my opinion. I may be wrong. But every state should obey the Kejriwal so that within short time we will come out of this coronavirus. Otherwise, there will be lingering for more 6 months, more 8 months. We want to come out of this calamity, and change in lifestyle will help you. That is my answer. Thank you, Rahul, for giving me an again opportunity. It's 2 hours, and we are talking only about the coronavirus and coronavirus. So before ending this, I want to thank Rahul and the anchoring question answer. The madam has asked the question very nicely. I am thankful to my guru, Dr. Garge, who has done the well beginning. So I am thankful to the audience also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deshmukh. I will take another 2-3 minutes of yours and everyone of a formal vote of thanks. So I would hand over to my partner, Sarvari Bodhankar, for the same.
Thank you so much, Dr. Garge sir and Dr. Arvind Deshmukh sir. We, Bodhankar Consultancy Services, are very much obliged to have such highly qualified personalities to elaborate this coronavirus. I thank Dr. Ranjan Garge sir and Dr. Arvind Deshmukh sir for sharing this precious time and with us to know more about virus. We also extend thank you note for Dr. Mukund Bodhankar for timely suggestions to make this webinar successful. We highly appreciate our listeners, audience for their heavy responses in participation for the webinar. And last but not the least, we acknowledge our coordinator, Ms. Hemangi Pisute, for assisting this webinar very truly and very nicely. Thank you so much, everyone. Hand over to Rahul Bodhankar for further instructions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Everyone will get a video recording link of this webinar and also Facebook link of this webinar. Thank you once again. तुमच्या दोघांचे मनपूर्वक आभार की तुम्ही वेळात वेळ.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Okay.
Now this webinar is complete. So thanks both of you. It was wonderful in this pandemic situation, and also it was motivating and inspiring. So the entire bottom line of this webinar is corona-friendly life.
Yes.
Yeah.
मला वाटतं कोणाला उठायची इच्छा नाही अजून का?
Yes, yes. आम्हाला सुद्धा नाही.
Thank you, Rahul. Doing the best job.
Yes, sir. Thanks. My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yes. Bye bye, sir. Thank you. Himangi, Akshit, you stay back.